It's Powerback time on the Gutsy Podcast. Each week we bring you 5 minutes of condensed inspiration to reclaim the courage and momentum you've given away. You've got big things to do, so let's get your power back. Embracing this whole LauraAura thing has been an enormous challenge for me. The beliefs that have been instilled in my life and in my mind, the things that have been said to me or about me, have always been this quiet little voice in the back of my head. So if I stand in my light and I embrace being a personal brand myself, I hear, "Oh, you're full of yourself. Who does she think she is? Oh, clearly you think that you're better than everyone else, and how dare you want money and freedom, and how dare you want to travel? You're too out of reach for us, and we never see you anymore." So instead of embracing who I have always felt like I am, I made myself smaller in order to make people around me more comfortable. When I think of some of the people that I really look up to the most, and these are people like Robin Arzon, Ellen, Jenna Kutcher, and Justin Timberlake, hello. The first thing that comes to mind is how many incredibly amazing things that they've accomplished. Not that they're a pompous asshole. And you know what? They're just standing in their light, inspiring people by doing the thing that resonates the highest with them. By being their natural selves, they are not only making a living, they're happy with themselves, they're happy with their lives, and they're helping other people to do the same. We all have people that we look up to in life, whether they're people that surround you on a daily basis, or they are celebrities or musicians or speakers, or however capacity they show up in your life. Everyone has at least someone that inspires them to be better. But then when it comes down to the granular level of you doing the same, it's as if we are told somewhere along our life that that is not okay. Could you imagine if Oprah had never stepped into her light and embraced who she is? What kind of world we may live in without Oprah? What if Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, the Beatles, or Elton John had never embraced who they are? What the musical world would be like without their light. Do these people ever think about being criticized? I'm certain, because you know what? When we break it all down, they're human beings, and human beings have emotions. But at the end of the day, they chose to do what calls them. They chose to embrace who they are. They chose to use their time and their talents to make the world a better place. Here's the thing. The only way to not be talked about is to move into the jungle and remove all communication with every human being on the planet. But guess what? Even if you do that, the people that are left here, there's still going to be someone that talks about how crazy it was that you moved to the jungle. I mean, you literally can't get away from it. This week, I want you to take your power back by grabbing a cup of coffee or your favorite cup of whatever. Go to a comfortable, beautiful place, sit down, and I want you to dream for yourself. I want you to think about, write, or sketch. If you knew that you would not be criticized, talked about, or made fun of, who would you be? Now, I'm not talking about being someone that already exists, because guess what? They already exist. I'm talking about you as an essence. Who would you embrace? Who would you step into? What are those things inside of you that call you on a regular basis, but you just say, shh, no, I can't do that because of what everyone else may or may not think? By always making yourself small or by living a percentage of who you are, you're not only doing yourself a disservice, but you're robbing the world of the greatness that you are hiding from. I want you to embrace that person. Think of how your life will change by being 100% unapologetically who you are. How is it going to change the lives of other people? What is it going to do for your inner peace, for your spirit, for your family, for your business, for your finances? You can't get away from criticism no matter what you do in life, so you might as well do the things that light you up, that help elevate your life and the lives of the people around you. For me, that's embracing being LauraAura. It's who I am as a core. It's a state of being. It's an energy. It's something that shines and burns so brightly and so strongly that I have kept it It's like putting a lid on a fire pit for the last decade and a half of my life. And you know what's happened because I've done that? I've stayed stuck. I've allowed myself to be smaller than what I am. I have turned down opportunities. My finances have struggled. And everything that comes in is a reflection of what you put out. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of being stuck. I am tired of being small. I am tired of putting an enormous portion of who I am as a human being on the wayside just to make everyone else comfortable. So I'm embracing this LauraAura life. And you know what? Since I have allowed myself to do that, beautiful changes are already happening. And I feel so much more free. I am happier and I am attracting the beautiful energy that I am putting out. I want that so badly for you guys. But I need you to want it more. I need you to be willing to take a risk on yourself. And I need you to be willing to put yourself out there and say, guess what, world? Here I am. This is who I am, unapologetically. And I'm about to do some really cool shit with it. So if you've identified who you would be without criticism, I challenge you to step into that, knowing that criticism is part of life, no matter what you do. Is it time? Is it time for you to use that beautiful gutsy inside of you and start embracing who you really are? I think so. And I'm here on the other side to support you. Join me next week on the Gutsy Podcast as we talk about the startup jitters. When you have just taken the plunge, or you're thinking about starting a business, or you just have, oh Lord, the emotions that come along with that. We're going to nail down some of those startup jitters and what's normal. Because guess what? Most of it really is. Until then, follow the Gutsy Podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And for more Gutsy insight, follow me on Instagram at @LauraAura. See you next time.